Maestro Roland, you are in Sofia for the first time. How you feel here?
I feel good. It's a very nice country, and your musicians here are really professional and very gentle to me. So since I'm here, I'm very happy.
Please tell us about the concert program that you will conduct. The people associated the name of Charles Gounod with the popular opera Faust and Ave Maria motet. You will conduct a symphony number 2.
Really strange, but at this time for the French people, for the French composer, the most important thing was to, if you are a good composer, is to make opera. So we have very few symphony from that time, just maybe Berlioz, and that's why the symphonies of Gounod are not that famous and not that often played. And I think it's sad because it's very nice music, very poetic, with a lot of influences. You can hear a lot of Beethoven. You can hear a lot of what makes the essence of the music of Gounod in this symphony. So it's a very interesting work, and I'm very happy that I can do it here in Bulgaria, because also in my country we don't play Gounod symphonies very often.
And that was about more Claude Debussy, Rhapsody for alt saxophone for the orchestra. It's entirely French romantic music.
Yes.
Do you know this piece?
I think it's a very interesting piece because it was never orchestrated by Debussy. It was just made for piano and saxophone. It was a command of, I don't remember who commanded it to Debussy, but he made this.
American Woman.
Yes, exactly. And it had a lot of different names before it was called Rhapsody pour saxophone. And it's also very, very interesting because you hear a lot of Debussy in it, but there's a special spirit. It's not sounding like Pélias et Mélisande or La Mer. It's really more rhythmical with a lot of Spanish and Arabic influences, a lot of rhythmical sections, and it's not long piece, but it's very, very interesting music and full of energy and poetry.
Why do you decide to be a conductor?
Because I was very ambitious and very soon knew that I wouldn't be able to make the career I want to make by playing cello. I was good, but not good enough, and I had also problems, health problems. I cut a finger. It was difficult to play. I was a good cellist, but I wanted to be more than a good cellist. So I decided to become a conductor, not by choice, but this came to me when I was very young, and I took my chances. And since now I just followed I followed my way. And that's what brought me here.
Who was your most important teacher in the conducting, and what did you learn from him?
I was working as a student with Pierre Cao. He was the chief of Orchestre de la Radio du Luxembourg, RTL. He was a very good teacher because he could teach us in a few words the essence of what makes a good technique. And then he told us, yeah, you've learned the technique. Everyone can learn the technique. Just become a conductor now, but I can't help you. Just help yourself.
What is success formula according to you?
I have no idea. If I could give you a recipe, especially to the young people who want to go into that business, I don't know. I really don't know. I never had a plan, and I think most of my colleagues who are making who have the chance to make a career would tell you the same. It's you take the chances, and hopefully, if you have the talent and the chance, because it would be a lie to say that just with hard work you can have opportunities to make a career. You also need to have chance. If you don't have chance, it's very difficult. It's unfair, but life is mostly unfair to everyone. But you have to be ready, and to be ready at the moment where the chance comes to you. And even if you're not 100% ready, you have to go for it, because you're not sure that this opportunity will come a second time. That's what happened to me. I was far from being ready to be the best conductor. When I got my first offer, I was young and crazy. I said yes, and I went for it, and I took my chance, and hopefully it works until now, and I hope I will have some more years ahead to continue this wonderful work.
You are a music director in Saarbrücken. What do you prefer to conduct, most opera or symphonic pieces?
I like music. In every form of music, any kind of music. So I take my chances. If I would give an advice to musicians, is just take the music you understand and you want to do the most, the one you like. Don't try to conduct or to make music you don't understand. You have to be. That's why I'm very eclectic. I'm doing Baroque music, I'm doing new music, but not everything. No one can do everything good. I'm just trying to pick up what's more close to my sensibility, and to make the best of it with my skills and my abilities. But yeah, I wouldn't say I prefer to do opera than symphonic music.
We live in bad times because of pandemic. Are you optimistic of the future of classical music?
We have to be optimistic, otherwise we put the baton in the box and don't open it again. So I hope things will get better. I have the feeling they are already getting better, but we will have to fight to bring our audience back. They won't come from their own. We will have to convince them with maybe another approach of what we are doing, to make maybe new audience coming to us, younger people coming to us, but we would be ridiculous not to admit that our audience is getting old and that the new generation have less interest in what we are doing. It's not because they don't want to. It's because they don't know that it's possible. So I think we will have to fight to have more contact to our audience, to the new generation, to bring them to the theater. Otherwise, it will be over.